So who am I? I am Stephanie Dunn, and this is Joel Dunn, and we are your number one earners worldwide. And we've been in almost 15 years. So we've seen things all over the place, from no social media building to building on social media, all the things in between. And what I'm really excited about is, you guys, I just got started for maybe $500, $1,000. We didn't have any money to our name. It was like we were barely getting by, standing in food lines, going through bankruptcy. Life was just hard. So if that's where you're at and you're like, I'm just looking right now to even make $100, like so many people are just looking for that little bit of extra, then you are in the right spot. We're going to teach you how to do that and how to blow through some of these bonuses and get you going to the top to the rank. So are you guys ready to see how to become a top enroller of this new 30-day drop that I'm loving? So drop a one if you guys are ready to see what is it that I'm doing. And if any of you know me, you know that I'm not scripty. I'm really try to keep things simple. So I think that this is something that all of us are going to be able to duplicate through our teams, through yourself, and then through newbies coming in. And so as we go along, as you guys start to utilize these things that I'm going to share with you tonight, make sure you're letting me know, hey, is this working? Or maybe you're adding something to it, because we're always willing to adjust, pivot, and try new things. So that's one thing that you're going to know with me. So I'm going to do this. So the reason Laura's on is I've got slides, but I'm also going to drop, you heard I said I didn't like scripts, but y'all want scripts. So I'm going to drop our wording that we use in the comments, because I think when people hear scripts too, they think that, oh, I can just copy and paste everything. We're going to get you tonight to start creating conversations, and then I'll show you how you can duplicate the wording as far as what we do to start the conversation. And I think that's what you're looking for when you're saying, I want the scripts. So that's what we're going to start tonight. So Joel's going to start slide one, since that would be too much for me. So one of the things that I want you guys to start doing is you're going to want to start saving photos. When you're starting to follow It Works leaders, copy what they're doing. They're pretty consistent with it. You'll always see they usually have a story in their stories on Instagram. They're usually pretty consistent on posting on social media. If Jess is on, this is probably one of yours that you made. I'm not sure who made this, but I don't always make my images, but I may share somebody else's because I'm like, oh, that looks good. I just want to get that out there. So as you're going tonight, just remember, this didn't just happen overnight for me. So if you're brand new, we want to start you off by really starting to know how to be consistent with your stories. So we are going to start. Okay, you can go to the next slide. I just wanted to show you guys a story slide, maybe. All right. So I kind of just said it. You had to be consistent. And so this year, you guys know that my word was intentional. And I wanted it to be something that I knew I could control as much as possible. So when I'm looking at being consistent, January, February, or December was kind of like everybody was doing their own thing. It was the holidays, but January, I knew people come into January looking for weight loss. And so I knew that I wanted eyes on my page. And how do we do that? People are looking for weight loss products. Yes, they're looking for ways to make money, but I want a conversation. Like, I want to teach you by the end of this how to close the deal on some of this, but the goal is to start being as consistent as you can on posting. And so when you're doing this, being consistent in your posts, in your stories, your reels, your lives, the more of those that you do, the more eyes that you're going to have on this. And this is just kind of an example of, like, show yourself, start taking some pictures of yourself, get a selfie stick, whatever you need to do to get something with full body, some up close, and then even start saving quotes. And I usually go on Pinterest or Instagram, and I may save something that's like, oh, this is who I am and this is what I want to do. So I'll save some of these in folders so that it's not just business, 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 before and after pictures. That's all I'm sharing. So people want to see you. They want to see your lifestyle posts. Like, what are you up to? Maybe something that you want to share, but You can see even on the Ruth in the Bible went from gleaming in the field to owning the field. Don't underestimate how fast God can turn things around. That got a lot of shares. So if you can get people to also share, again, Facebook awards that. So we want to start doing that. So this is just kind of, you'll see before and after pictures. If you have pictures with people that have good before and after pictures, or a before and after picture, I should say, get a picture with them. So any event, or if you're near people, get a picture with them and then share their before and after pictures. It shows that you're really friends with that person. So Chelsea, I chose yours tonight, and that's Chelsea, and she's just crushing it with her weight loss. So I'm sharing that. One thing that you're going to see on my page, and you guys can go tonight and scroll it if you want, is I've been posting pretty consistent some before and after pictures in between life, quotes, promotions, whatever. And most of the time, most of the products that they've used have been gummies, TFX, Slimmer, something. And now we have the new flatten that's in the 30-day kit. So I'm really gearing it towards every conversation is about 30-day drop because it's high BV. So that's kind of get to being consistent so that people can go back through and see what your Facebook is looking like, or Instagram. Then another thing that I've had where I feel like I'm really getting more eyes on, and you guys have seen this, I feel like, you've heard some of these things, but again, it's a reminder on being intentional and consistent. You want to use the word @highlight or @followers. I don't know. I don't have @followers. I had it and then I don't. I'm like, so I do @highlight. I don't do it all the time, but if I want to bump a post, I may go into the comments and hit @highlight, or I may go back through comments and even do, thank you for your order, so-and-so, just to get more comments on those before and after pictures, or really any post. So that again, people are reminded to go kind of look at what your page is about. And you can do that. I just did it right in those, in the comment of the post. And I don't want you guys to get so caught up in the likes or the comments. Just do the work right now, because it will pay off. People are watching you. If Amanda's on, like, she was watching me for years. So I know that people are watching all the time.
And guys, that's one of the things that I talked about this morning when I was talking about you need to focus on your inputs, not your outputs. If you consistently focus on your inputs and how much you're doing, your outputs will naturally follow.
I make all of my posts public. That's a great question, Nicole. Like, I want my posts to reach everyone. So I'm never on private on anything. I want to make sure that I'm doing that. So don't forget to utilize that. And how you're going to get the conversation. So you've been consistent. You are starting to post some of before and after pictures, some of your life. Maybe you've thrown some live videos in there of making your favorite dinner or sharing a recipe or whatever that is. But the idea is to get the conversation. So one of the things that I'll do is if people do comment, of course, I go right into their inbox and I'll say, hey, I saw your comment in my friend's results. She used our new 30-day pack for clinically proven plant-based products. Would you like info on that? Or it should have said 30-day drop. I don't know why pack, it probably auto-corrected. So the reason I do 30-day drop is because I'll be able to go back through and search in Messenger. But here's the crazy thing about Facebook and why I decided I wanted to take control of my business more this year and get more conversations was Facebook likes to, I don't know, not tell you that somebody commented on your post. Drives me crazy. And so every day, and sometimes I do this multiple times a day, I'll go back through my posts, and sometimes I scroll back, you guys, months, because there's comments on there from a before and after picture that I never responded to. So make sure that you're doing that. We had this today. I was talking to Laura, my assistant today, and she goes, oh my gosh, we just got another comment. Facebook doesn't show it. So we've been doing a way better job of being intentional on looking back at the comments. So this will really help you guys, again, create the conversation to get into their inbox. So you can see a couple of these posts that I did. Can you move that for a second? Is some of them I'll just word quickly. So my girl Jamie just sent me her before and afters, 30 pounds down, 30-day drop. So just quick blurbs sometimes catches people attention, where other people need to hear maybe what they're going through. So it's maybe they don't have low, or they have low energy. They need something to curb their appetite. They have a problem and they need to get something that debloats and targets their hard to lose fat. So in that post, it talks about every one of the products in the 30-day drop. It just gives them a little bit. So these plant-based clinically studied products can be exactly what you need to start losing weight, have more energy, curb your appetite, regulate blood sugar, debloat, and target the hard to lose fat. So where did I get that? You can go right into your app, guys, go right on the back of the bottle even, and see what it does. It will give you the little blurb in that. So that right there has been huge. And then all 4 products, a lot of you guys are like, how do you get all these for $100? It's all about wording. So if you want to put all 4 products for about $100, it's $125 for the pack. If you don't know that, go in, if you're new, and look at your app and look to see what the pricings are of things so that you have it. It's super simple to do that. So I'm not trying to recreate anything. Everything is just super easy if I can talk about 30-day drop on all of the photos. Okay, next slide. So keywords. So we've created the conversations. And one of the things that I love to do is, you guys have heard me say this many times, is in Facebook, especially, you can go right to the top. You can see that at the top in the chats, in the search bar, you're going to type a keyword. So weight loss, fat fighter, 30-day drop, whatever your keywords are that you utilize a lot, join now, join promo, whatever you want, search that and it will bring it up. So I just did this as an example today, weight loss. It will type that out, and then you'll be able to see in the blue, see more, click on see more, and it brings up conversations you had. So anybody that you've ever had a conversation with the word weight loss, it'll pull it up. So you can see all those names popped up for me because we had talked about somewhere weight loss. And it's either me giving you guys a script or I'm talking to somebody that is a potential about the product. Next. So this question comes up a lot too. When we send over the message for the potential from the message, I like to do just like this. You wanted info. So they commented on one of my posts. You wanted info and pricing on the before and after with our 30-day drop, correct? And she was like, at least 20 pounds. So I think just before that, we asked if she was looking for weight loss. So that's something I like to do. Generally, it's right after, because then we know, okay, they're serious about losing weight. So they'll answer your questions. So then this will definitely help you. Laura's dropped this in the chat so you guys can copy this. I have not really strayed from this. It's been super easy to just copy and send. So in my comments, I just had to screenshot it for you guys. So it was in 2 different ones, but it talks about the flat, the TFX, the slimmer, the skinny gummy, the flat. Remember, they get their daily routine to follow, a free meal plan. Would you like pricing? Yes, please. What is the brand? The brand's called It Works. Don't mind our spelling.
This is how you know you can do this. If Stephanie can respond with "gi" instead of you can do this.
So again, I don't overthink. I could go back there and change it, but I was like, I really want you guys to see these conversations. So that is where that's at. And then the entire system, when they want the brand and what it is, I give them the pricing for that. So then the next thing is like, okay, yes. And then I go ahead and I get their information. So it's not anything hard. That is the script that you can use. It's really keeping it that simple. And you can see right there in the chat, how it works is you get a new order each month for 3 months, and you can exchange products or dates anytime. Plus, doing it this way, you can waive the membership fee. Plus, you'll get a free gift with your first order. That's it. So I've just felt like this is so duplicatable. Like I'm posting before and after pictures or reels, whatever, stories. And if they're watching my stories I may message them too and say, hey, have you seen my story about the new 30-day drop? Are you interested in info? I'm sending the same information. So it's not like I'm overthinking and like, oh my gosh, what products do I have to pick for this person? Or they're interested in hair, skin, nails. I am strictly doing 30-day drop. And what's interesting is conversations that I've had with people that maybe just wanted gummies are not batting an eye. First, they didn't have money, and now all of a sudden they have the money to do the 30-day drop. And I firmly believe it's because there's 4 products for $125, you guys. That is such a great price point for people. So why the heck not would they not want to do that? And I'm confident they're going to get results. Like there is no question they're going to get phenomenal results with that, and they're going to be hooked on it. So I'm excited for that. The next thing you guys need to do, hopefully I'm not talking too fast for you guys. I think I'm excited, but fortune is in the follow-up. Again, some keywords that I've talked about this year is being intentional, but you also have to remember if you're doing all of this work and you're not willing to go look back and comment and do the work and follow up, you're going to lose out on people. I've had people that I've talked to that they're like, nobody ended up following back with me on pricing or whatever the case may be. So make sure that if you're doing the work, you want to be paid on that. So here's the other question that I normally get all the time. So if this is you, it's okay. It's not something that I'm surprised at. So they didn't respond. Now what? You send them, you have a conversation, you send them information, or they saw it and they didn't respond. So remember this. I think this is so key. People are busy. I'm busy, you guys. So maybe they forgot, they looked at the message got bumped down. Don't read into it like they don't want it. Just think about, man, they probably were just busy like me. I just need to reach out to them because I've been putting in orders today, and we'll do that.
Guys, this one line on here is the most important thing on here. It says it's our job to be consistent and follow up. It is not their job as the potential to remember that they want the product that you offered them. Because when you offer it them and the message gets bumped, they forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
You are the one that's trying to keep it at the top of their mind.
Can you move that again? So I've been so on top of this year on really trying to do a better job of making sure that we're being consistent in our follow-up. And then if they didn't, I'll just say, did you need to wait for a certain date? Because a lot of people get paid sometimes every 2 weeks. So they don't want to say, oh my gosh, I don't have the money. So I'm not afraid to say, do you need to wait for a certain date? Or are your funds tight right now? Totally okay. We can always start with 1 or 2 products. Or if you're doing the work, you guys, and you've noticed what It Works has done throughout all last year, they may run a join now promo. So you can search keyword 30-day drop, let's say, because say tomorrow they decide to do a join now promo. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that, but I'm just saying if they drop a join now promo or there's a sale or any kind of special, you have something to go follow up with on that. So make sure that you're utilizing that. I never know what it's going to be. So I just said free product because it could be a smoothie, it could be coffee, it could be reps. We just don't know. So those are some of the ways that I'll follow up. And sometimes I'll go way back just because I'm so determined on, I want to get a customer in or I want to help somebody today. So don't be afraid to sometimes you just feel like you need to just reach out to people, and you can do this in between your posting, asking for host to post and all of the things. So I did see a question on host to post, and we'll get to the end on how do we get people to do host to post a 30-day drop. Oh, I am at the end. I'm doing good on my time. So here is the bonus info that everybody's wanting to know. Like, host to post is still working, you guys, but we are just focusing on getting the gummies hap out. And the reason why, I think, Laura, I'm going to unmute you because you've come up with, or if you want to just post it in the chat too, the options. So we're talking about the gummies, but then we're also giving them options so that they can see the 30-day drop. Let's see if she puts that in there.
I see the copy and paste face going.
Yeah, there she is. So this is a little bit about the gummy, because if I'm asking people to share a post for me to get up on their wall, I'm having them do a gummy post. And why? It's just simple, it's easy, it catches attention. But I know that ultimately I want my sales to be bigger. And so I'm going to offer that 30-day drop because it's such a good price point, and I know they're going to get great results with it. So that's there. And then you're going to drop in options for them. So if you look, did you do the option? Yep. Option 3, and a couple of these are going around. They're a little bit different, but our option 3, we're just doing the 30-day drop, right? Yep. So that's an option for you guys. If you're like, how can I even get more conversation? You're doing everything on Facebook, on Instagram, on the stories to create the conversations, but you want even more. Well, then you can start doing the host to post. If you need to watch the video on host to post and how to do that, I would say to your leader, to the team page, help, I need to rewatch that, and then do that. But it's something that anybody can do, and you guys can add in the options. And now, if you're confident in it and you're having a conversation, I like to use keywords, not the keywords in the search, but even when I'm texting with someone, I like to say most people, because they want to be most people. So if most people are getting the 30-day drop, they're going to want to be in with the most people. So psychology plays a role in there a little bit. And so you just need to be like, okay, well, I know Steph's doing this, and almost, I'm not kidding you guys, almost every single person is doing this and an add-on. Like, it's crazy the amount. And Mandy's on here too. It's like, she's crushing it with keeping it simple. So I think the main thing is don't overthink it, is just creating the conversation. So there's that. And Joel can undo that. You guys, I'm pretty professional. I had those slides all for you. If you love them and you'd like to see more of that, drop a 3 because that is not my gift, y'all. It is
Stephanie
just not,
is looking for a full-time slide maker.
It is not my gift, but I know people are visual and they want to see all of the things. But I just wanted to remind you guys, like, simplicity is so much better when we're just not overthinking things. And the results that people are getting, even just using flat or adding it to what they've already been doing, has just been huge for us to get even more result pictures out there. So one of the last things that I'll share with you guys tonight is, if you don't already have a before and after picture, create it. Make sure that you take your picture, because I've had somebody say to me, I don't feel like I've lost anything. And I'm like, okay, before you do anything, go take your before picture and then come back to me in a couple weeks with your after picture, because a couple people have their before and after pictures going out. They didn't lose weight, but visibly their stomach and how much it has gone down is crazy. The inflammation is leaving. They're feeling more energy. They're feeling good. And ultimately that will start to process and they'll start to lose the weight. So, if you're serious, which obviously I know you guys are serious here on the Zoom tonight, if you're serious about making a difference, commit to yourself. Like, be consistent with what you're doing. Get the 30-day drop yourself. Take a picture with it, show it, opening it up, video. That's another thing. And you can just recycle those things. You don't have to overthink it. Just put them in the stories to be consistent. You're going to hear this theme over and over: intentional, consistent, duplication. So Joel, did you have anything else that you wanted to order?
No, there was something I did kind of want to share, because we did a little Zoom earlier today with a group from Poland. Guys, doing live videos and TikToks is huge. So huge, in fact, that one of the girls rapped live on her TikTok, and she has had over 100,000 messages from it. Her inbox is on fire.
And she's like,
and she
help
is
me.
panicking.
And I'm like, how do I translate in Poland? You may become a black diamond with 100,000 messages. I don't know, but I think the main thing that we're learning here is there's people all around the world that want our product, and who's going to be the one that's getting it out there, being consistent, giving the shopping link carts, doing all of the things to encourage them, because we have products that give people hope and get them desired results that they're looking for. And so the louder that you are, more consistent you are, the more customers you're going to get. So I am just always in the trenches for you guys. I feel like I do that so that I can still share that, hey, it's working. You just need to put in the work and show up. Don't quit on yourself. Sometimes people give up too quickly and they miss the boat on what they did. So hopefully that was good for you guys. I wanted to keep it short because it's month end. I know so many of you are going for, maybe you're new and you're going for a builder bonus. Lindsay, I know you have one more DT to lock that in. So shout out to you, like super proud of you. And she just went Ruby. And, so many people are just running after these bonuses. And I know that having fun, keeping it simple, just being consistent with it, you guys are going to be the one sharing on the Zoom, being a top enroller of the 30-day drop, because it's kind of a no-brainer with that. So how we would promote customers, and you guys, just by doing the 30-day drop, 5 customers is a qualified leg. So how simple is that? So we're going to really start breaking that down even more so over the next couple of weeks of what I've seen happen with utilizing just some of these basic things, these tips that I shared tonight. So I'm going to have Joel end this with prayer so that we can have an awesome month end, and I will see you guys next Monday.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of leaders. I just ask that you would bless them, help them with their month-end goals, bring the right people in, show them where to go, what to do, and who to help. Everybody have an amazing week this week. Go out and do incredible things for your kingdom. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good week.
See ya.